What is up, patrons? It is the Sound Alchemist here with
Gershwan!
and we're back at it.
Sorry.
We're back at it with Nurgly infested Gersh to answer your questions in another episode of For the Greater WAAAGH Patreon edition.
Don't forget to put question in front of your psych. You don't have to put question in front of every question. We're going to answer all of them.
Mm-hmm. So today, let's start with Damien. Damien asks, where do you see the Blood Angels' loyalty in the future of 40k? Still with the Imperium. After all, they did get saved by Gilliman and his Imperial forces, so it would be kind of
Goofy.
yeah. I don't see them like going traitor, excuse me, or anything for that matter. Because I mean, unless Gilliman or not Gilliman, unless Sanguinius comes back as like a demon or like some kind of like warp possessed entity. I don't know. I feel like even then Dante would still be in his right mind and he'd be like, "Nah, this is an imposter. This ain't right," and he'd like slay it, even if it costs him his life. But they'll still remain loyal.
Yes. You said slay it, and whenever you say slay it, I think, yes, girl, slay.
You do you, King. This was by Tyler Miller. How many gits would a shooter boy shoot if a shooter boy could shoot gits?
That's a trick question. A shooter boy does not shoot gits. He shoots them all.
You what?
I don't know.
This one's by Martin Valadez.
Ah,
How would the aircraft vehicles in Warhammer 40k fare against Star Wars?
good question. I feel like the 40k universe is very slow, very sluggish. Even the escorts are like, they seem like they're powered by some type of
Like D batteries.
Yeah. You're not supposed to heat up.
No.
Yeah, so I think the Star Wars universe would have like much faster, much more menacing, or not menacing, just faster, more usable starships.
Yeah, because whenever I see the designs for a 40k aircraft, like look at the Storm Raven. Looks like a brick with wings.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, the only ones that kind of look aerodynamic would be the Tau, but Tau stuff's very smooth. And then your Orc stuff, they look like planes. Because that's pretty much what they are. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but then when you look at like spaceships, like it's a cathedral.
Yeah, it's a flying church.
Yes. So yeah.
He's also got a part 2 to his question. Also, would you guys be would you guys be handing any ass whoopings when the new Dragon Ball game comes out? Glad you guys are back on Patreon. Keep kicking ass.
I haven't played Dragon Ball Z since Budokai 3.
Damn, boy. Yeah, I recently picked up Fighters. I've only played a few matches. I'm still trying to get the hang of it because it is very old. Like I wouldn't say old school, but it uses like the like you gotta put like down, left, right, B to do like fireball and that kind of stuff. And it's been a long time since I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, so I gotta up my skills. But yes, I got it.
Oh, you got it already? Can I
got
come over to play?
Let's do it.
Can't today though.
What were you gonna say?
My thumbs still hurt, or whenever I think of like those up down.
Yeah, you gotta do those.
Yeah, my thumbs hurt from that.
Yeah, you gotta spit on them. That'd be better. Anthony Casillas. Has the gene seed from any Traitor Legions been used to create a Primaris Space Marine chapter? If not, which Legion would you like to see return as Primaris?
That's a good point. Because they were created at a time before the Horus Heresy, or right after the Horus Heresy.
Right, it was right after.
So like, I wonder if the Traitor gene seed was also like created. I think later on GW is going to say something like that. I hope they do.
Now, there's been little inklings when the Primaris came out. They said that Fabius Bile was like killed Primaris Marines and like experimenting. So maybe there's gonna be Chaos Primaris.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Doom.
So far, no.
Yeah. How do you say that?
Doomesto.
It says, "Yo, OMS. Thanks for the answers, and as always, keep up the great work. Just a simple and quick question to you, Sound Alchemist, or you, Gersh. Oh, this is the one if we convert our miniatures.
Oh, so yeah. So I convert my miniatures a lot. You don't have time.
Yeah. I used to back in the day, and it was fun. I'd say Tau battle suits are really fun and easy to do. Anything orc related, you can really convert using your imagination. You can do anything.
Yeah, and then recently I'm doing a lot of Skitarii conversions, dark mechanical conversions. I'm gonna do, excuse me, sorry. So I'm gonna do a Patreon exclusive video on how to take a hero clicks and turn it into a Blanchitsu amazingness.
Ooh. That's the clicking of the hero click base.
Yeah, I have my miniature up there. You see him? You see him?
I see him.
Next question.
Is that Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Because like the whole point of that video that I want to do, because there's gonna be a YouTube one and then there's also gonna be a Patreon one. But the whole point of that is like I want to show you guys how you can make a really badass looking Blanchitsu motto for super cheap. And by super cheap I mean like I'm guessing that you already have bits already, like from other sets and stuff like that. But the best base for that model is HeroClix, because even though they're pretty shitty, they're like homey quality. Even though I think homies, the old school homie 50-cent miniatures or whatever, they had better quality than these HeroClick ones. But it's still a good base because they're kind of the same height.
Interesting.
I'll show you guys.
And he's got a request. If you're gonna make some videos about Dark Angels, you guys could maybe give us some hints as to why they got more weapon options. For example, their Terminators wield plasma cannons instead of storm bolters. Yeah, we could do that. Mr. Dynamite Benny. The Necron Goss weaponry, even the weakest one, can crack Astarte armor. Isn't that OP? So we covered your question in a previous For the Greater Wall, but to give you the answer is that, yeah, their weapon is extremely OP. Goss basically destroys atoms, but even though you've got superior weaponry, you can still counter that with tactics. Space Marine physiology in general is just overall tougher, so if they get shot, they could still keep on fighting. Chop off an arm, they can still keep on fighting. So even though they got all this weaponry, again, it's not saying that they're going to lose, per se.
They're supposed to be OP because they're the Necrons. They conquered the world, the galaxy once already.
Yeah, they can do it again if they work together.
Right, which they're not because half of them are dead.
That's right. And he says, sorry for the bad English. Greetings from Germany and keep up the amazing work.
In Germany, woo woo.
Yay, yay.
What's a good slang in German?
Let us know. Colt Straw. Will you guys be interested in part 2 of my lore? If yes, I can update you with pictures and content. Yeah, just send it over to us. And then the last one, Gibi. Alright, if they ever made like a good high quality 40k movie, what kind of story would you like it to be about? Personally, I like a Space Marine versus Orc story. For example, The Beast Arises. Thanks for the vids and greetings from Switzerland.
Ooh, Switzerland. Is that next to Holland? I would want something to really focus on an individual Space Marine. And to do that, I think you would have to create some type of disastrous event that maybe only a unit has survived. Or do like a kill team movie.
That'd be pretty cool. I feel like it'd be cool to see the journey of kind of title it Warhammer 40k, but kind of not know what it is until the very end. So for example, you could have like a tribe in the snow fighting off monsters, and there's like big wolves, and eventually his whole clan gets destroyed. There's one guy left, and as he's dying, you see some like drop pods or something falling down, and the Space Marines have now recruited this guy to become Space Wolf. And then you see his trials and everything for him kind of becoming his own Space Marine. And then once he's an official Warhammer 40k Space Marine, then they can have other movies of him going out to other, countries, other planets and whatnot, fighting, demons and all that stuff.
That'd be a really good Netflix series.
Yeah.
So start it off with like you said, the tribe thing, kind of get people just attracted to like the...
Because it'd be like the show Vikings almost, or almost like Game of Thrones.
Or I think it was 100. No. Which one's the TV show where like they landed on Earth and like Earth has different tribes now? But that's what it would be like. I think it's 100.
100?
I think that's what it's called.
They keep it 100.
That would be awesome.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all the questions we got for this Patreon exclusive For the Greater Wall. keep on sending us your questions on here. We're going to answer all the ones we get on Patreon. So huge thank you guys for the support. Your dollar really goes a long way.
It does. And if you guys have any requests for lore videos for the YouTube channel, of course, ask us.
Yeah, and as always, this is the Sound Alchemist.
Gersh1.
We are out of here.